Dear student, today I'm going to describe about the new chapter Introduction to Adobe Photoshop. First of all, we will know what is Adobe Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop is the most powerful and popular image editing and creation software. Adobe Photoshop is also considered as a raster graphics editor developed and published by Adobe Inc. for Windows and Mac OS. It was actually originally developed in the year of 1988 by Thomas and John K. Knoll. Since then, the software has become the industry standard not only in raster graphics editing but in digital art as a whole. The software's name has thus become a generic trademark, leading to its usage as a verb. Although Adobe discourages such use. Apart from this, we can tell that Adobe Photoshop is image editing, image creation, and raster graphics editor software. Raster graphics means bitmap image, which is made of dot or pixel. Now, we need to know through the Adobe Photoshop what kind of work we can do and where Adobe Photoshop software is used. Adobe Photoshop software can be used widely in creation of graphics or magazines, newspapers, websites, etc. What we can do with Adobe Photoshop? We can improve or change the colors of faded photographs, add, remove, or replace people from photographs, and we can apply artistic effects with the colors, with the graphics to photographs using this software. Now, there are many versions of Adobe Photoshop: Adobe Photoshop 8, Adobe Photoshop CS3, Adobe Photoshop CS6, Adobe Photoshop CC 2015, etc. Now, when you open the Adobe Photoshop, how the starting window of Adobe Photoshop will look like. So student, you see that this is the starting window of Adobe Photoshop. I've downloaded the another window. You can see that this is the starting window of Adobe Photoshop, where you can see the many parts of the Adobe Photoshop starting window. Here you can see at the top there is menu bar where file, edit, images are there. At the bottom there is option bar. At the left side there is tool panel where you can have many tools. At the middle you can have the working area. At the right hand side you can have the right panel where you can have the color shades. You can add the gradients, color gradients also. If you want to see more elaborately the starting window, I can show you. This is the starting window of Adobe Photoshop. You can see that I have brought an image into the Adobe Photoshop as well. So first of all, how many parts are there in the Adobe Photoshop starting window? You can see at the top there is menu bar. And how many menus are there? File, edit, image, layer, type, select, filter, 3D, view, window, help. So many menus are there. So this is called menu bar. Just under the menu bar there is option bar where you can have multiple options. At the left side you can have tools panel where you can have multiple tool: gradient tool, lasso tool, magic wand tool, then color picker tool, etc. So this tool panel will contain the toolbar which is at the left of the window. And at the middle I call it a working area where you can bring any image or any picture. Now here it is also called the document window where you can bring any image or any picture. of different formats like PSD, like TIFF, like JPEG, like GIF, etc. At the right hand side, you can see the right panel where you can bring the layer, background layer, and you can bring the color shades. Also, you can bring the color gradient. So, the starting window of Photoshop is having 5 main components: menu bar, just below that option bar, at the left side tool panel, at the middle document window, at the right panel. And you can see, if we go through elaborately, you can see that many tools are there. If I tell you about the tool, you can see how many tools are there. You can see move tool is there. Then at the right hand side, you can see move tool is there, and you can see the quick selection tool is there. Okay, then if I go down, you can see that here many tools are there. I can show you the pictures of many tools. Zoom tool is there. You can see here color picker tool is there, which is very important tool. Okay, you can see hand tool is there. You can see selection tool is there. You can see pen tool is there. You can see blur tool, sharpen tool, smudge tool is there. You can see that eraser tool is there. Okay, you can see clone stamp tool, pattern stamp tool is there, and you can see here the spot healing brush tool is there. You can see that here crop tool is there. You can see lasso tool is there. So many tools are there in the tool panel of Photoshop window. So many tools are there, as I'm showing you that you can have multiple tools and you can work with the multiple tools here. It is shown. And now going back to the next one, how to create the Photoshop file. How you can create the Photoshop file. Student, if you get back to here, you can see that at the first, if I show you, enlarge it, you can see at the first, not this window, you can see here at the first there is file menu. If you click on the file menu, one menu bar will come. Here you will click new option. Okay, that is also written in the document also. Then how can you create the Photoshop file? So here also it is written, you can click on the file, and from there you will have new menu bar option. You click on the new menu option, the new dialog box will open. So this is the new dialog box. I can show you more elaborately the new dialog box. You can see here the new dialog box has opened. In this new dialog box, you will give the name of the Photoshop file, the document type. You will select the width, height, resolution, color mode, etc. You can set the background content. In the advanced portion of new dialog box, you can set the color profile and pixel aspect ratio. And when you click OK, then one Photoshop file will be created. You please remember this. Now students, if I get back to the main document, so how many options you can have within the new dialog box, that is name, width and height, resolution, color picker, background content, and this is all. After selecting everything, you click on file and then you click on save or save as, and then your particular Photoshop file will be saved. Adobe Photoshop supports how many types of file? You can see PSD, TIFF, GIF, JPEG, PDF. But by default, the Photoshop file format is .psd. What are the full forms of that? PSD means Photoshop document. TIFF means tagged image file format. GIF means graphical interchange format. JPEG means joint photographic expert group. PDF means portable document format. So these file formats are supported by Photoshop. So this is in the next video I will describe about multiple tools of Adobe Photoshop. So this much for today. Thank you, student.